It's Week 17 of the 2040 season, and we've got the Dragons' creative quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. Hold on tight. We're in for an exciting one. Next on Madden Football.
As the sun starts to set, you're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And we'll get a look at their signal caller playing in his 7th season.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
On first down, they'll run. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 6 now. That's going to be caught by Carter. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. Recovered by the defense. So the first drive goes almost nowhere, and then Brock, then they turn it over.
You know, it is such a double whammy, Kate. Obviously, you hate the turnover and give it away possession. But these opening drives are really a time to see what your opponent's going to do. The great coordinators will script it, right, to get different personnel and different formations to try to get some tells from the defense. No tell there other than a critical giveaway.
So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And we'll take a glance at their 7th-year QB.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll bring him down after a small gain to the 48. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They send a tight end in motion. Finds a man right side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 5. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They get 6 and a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Fits it through the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll give him a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Slot man in motion right. Another carry for him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down. So 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Dragons headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. Handoff now out of the gun. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. Dropping back to throw. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. The Dragons getting their punter out there. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be their football. They've got first down from the 31. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 2nd and 3 now.
At the 37-yard line.
From the 37. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a gain of 4 there. And it'll give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 41-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They'll try and throw it here. On the move, hit it. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. The Tigers getting their punt team out there. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And they're going to take over possession. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. They'll come out throwing. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Just a field goal separates these two. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. Welcome back for the start of the second. Our visiting offense out in possession of the ball. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. They're throwing it. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it'll be 2nd down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He's got it over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Throwing now on 1st down. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
To throw here on 1st down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. And now it's 2nd down. Running it now out of the gun. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Throwing now from the gun. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? If we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Tigers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And with just one game to go after this one, a terrific campaign has him in position to lead the league in touchdown passes this season. Lone back gets the handoff. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Now looking to throw. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Looking for a throw here. Sir, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be their football coming up. First down, ball at the 36. They send the tight end in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
That one's complete over the middle. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Called in left side. And he works this to the 38 before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Able to hit home, complete. And they bring him down around the 34. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. Sending the tight end in motion left. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, Kate, it just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back, nowhere to go but for a sack.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Finds his back complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Japan. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Pass play now. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. Now on fourth down, they're out to try for the field goal. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And as he approaches the 100-catch mark for the season, you can see that his pace has been among the best in the NFL so far. Slot man motioned over. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Brought in right side. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
To throw it on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Hall there to haul it in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Still sticking with the passing game. He fires one deep down the left sideline. Trying to find his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down. They'll throw it again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw now. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Give all the credit to the coverage on that one. Even with plenty of time to throw, they never gave him a lane to complete it.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And they are unable to double their lead.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
One last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. First play, he's going for it to the end zone. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. So we've reached the end of 2, and it's the visiting Dragons out in front. Now we'll send you back across the Pacific to our Orlando studios. We've got Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report coming up.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll do what he can. That carry gets to the 35-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to the air here. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Tight end motioning right. Pass play on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Offside, defense.
And no surprise here, they declined the flag because the play got a first down, so they're going to happily let it stand. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Running it after the penalty. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost And he busts those tackles.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Runs it in for the touchdown. The Dragons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Dragons make it a 10-point ball game. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Return starts at the 9. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. This offense making its way back out now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 41. Fires right away, but incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
A tight end in motion now. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Pass play coming here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Trying an option here, play to the left. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll work a little room down to the 29. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They send a man in motion. Here's 2nd and 5. Short pass brought in. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. Has them the touchdown. The Tigers start the 2nd half with some needed points. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Dragons returning their offense, and this running back to the field. They still have the lead, but that touchdown makes it a little close for comfort. This drive a chance to get it back up to a 2-score game. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Complete over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He's going to throw this one. And once again, they can't connect. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Their punter making his way out now. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. The Tigers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
3rd and long for him here. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it, he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
Starts the return at the 34. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the offense ready to head back out onto the field. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 42. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll try and run this. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. On now comes their punter. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. Looks to be at about the 17-yard line. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight.
Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And it sets up second down. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Has it at the 37. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And that is where they'll start the next drive. They'll run here on first down. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's just a field goal game right now as we get set for our final quarter. Second and 6 coming up here. One of the tight ends motioning right. 2nd and 6 now. He's got it over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That one gains 7. And that gives them the first. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing from the gun here. Finds his man over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. One of the tight ends in motion left. They'll throw on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing a 4th down. The Dragons getting their punter out there. And they could really use a good one here. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. And this is a good representation right here of what the playoffs will look like come the postseason in 2 weeks. Still a few things to finalize, though, which makes this week and those divisional games next week incredibly important. One of the tight ends motioning left. Right up the gut. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They're going play action. It is caught left side.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, give him a chance to make a play.
They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And a fair catch made here at the 17. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. This offense ready to get going again now. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. To the air now on 1st and 10. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a gain of 29 yards. And they'll have 1st down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
They'll throw on 1st. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Throw left side, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. He'll throw it yet again. He's got a man left. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down from the red zone. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They'll throw it again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Looking to throw. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Dragons make it a 9-point advantage. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Carlson good on the extra point. And the Dragons make it a 10-point ball game.
Tigers 10.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Finds the in route complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offense up to the line fast. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing off the play fake here. No place to go, so he just threw it away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That's completed right side. And they bring him down around the 34. Still sticking with the passing game. Oh no, the ball is loose! Scooped up by the defense.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Their offense running back out now. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Give now to the running back. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Back to the well again. And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They give it to him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. We got 3 on the run. That's going to bring up 4th and 4. They'll send out the punting unit. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Tigers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And you tell us this all the time, Brock. Touchdowns aren't the only stats that make a quarterback, right? Yep, he's nodding right now. But the absence of any from his ledger, well, that's problematic. And his struggles are indicative of the challenge that this offense as a group has really been fighting all game long. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Another throw coming on 2nd and 10. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. To throw. That's caught for the first. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. Well, it's all about one word right now, partner: momentum. Getting this win gives you a ton of it, and that should really play to their advantage as they prep for their next opponent.
Can I give you another one, too? How about confidence? Not only is momentum on their side, but they're going to be real confident after how they executed to get the win in this one. They keep that mindset through to the next time out. Now, they're going to be very tough to beat.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Dragons emerge as winners, as with that, we'll say sayonara from Tokyo.